I'm very lucky to know the most selfless, independent, life-changing man. I am privileged to call this man not only my role model, but also my uncle. Growing up for him was never something necessarily easy. Nothing was ever handed to him. He was the oldest of 4 children and one of 2 boys. He was looked at as the man of the house. Both his parents were very invested in their careers, owning the Holiday Inn. This left him having to grow up fending for himself due to the lack of parental figures. As he grew up, school was never a huge interest to him. He had this driving force to work, so that is what he did. Most of the time, he would skip school and go off to work. He was doing a grown man's job at the age of 15. He earned everything he had and was able to support himself. School, as mentioned, was not something that interested him. He still attended when he could, but when the opportunity came that he could work, he would. As he grew older, his teachers would fill his head with negativity. They told him that he would never come up anything, he would not be successful, and would go nowhere in life. Being the strong-minded person that he is, he did not let these harsh words affect him or his determination. They only made him more driven to be the absolute best he could be. He ended up graduating high school, which was something most thought would never happen. He was the only one in his family to not go to college. After school, he immediately joined the workforce. This is when he found his mentor, which was his cousin. He ran a successful industrial cleaning business. This is what sparked my uncle's interest in the business aspect. He always knew he had the drive, but was not sure his purpose until this. His cousin taught him how to run a company, and soon after, my uncle took it into his own hands to open his own. This was a huge step in his life. He went from the boy in high school that no one thought anything of to a man owning and running a large, successful company. His hard work and dedication got him where he is. Yes, he has become a very successful business owner. Being financially successful was just a bonus to him. He was able to prove to everyone who thought of him as nothing that he was something. His financial success helped lead him to his selfishness. Yes, he could have been successful and kept all his earnings for himself, but that is not the case. I've never met a man who is so giving and gets nothing physically in return for it. He gets the satisfaction of knowing he is helping make a difference. The list goes on and on of incredible things he has done. He plays a huge role in the church by donating money, helping with events, renovations, and more. He has built a soup kitchen in our local area. The soup kitchen serves meals every day of the week, including holidays. This is a huge impact in our community, supporting the families who need extra help. He puts on an event every 2 years that helps raise money for church in the soup kitchen. He also lets the church use his home for events they put on. Not only does he help with his church and community, he has people calling him and coming to his doorstep asking for help, and he does. He has changed the lives of many people and families in so many ways. He has done an infinite amount of things that have altered the lives of so many. I hope I can be half the person that he is someday. He has worked his whole life and listened to people tell him that he is going nowhere in life and still managed to get where he is today. He did all this to have the success that he does so he can turn around and give it to people who need it the most. The most selfless person I know and proud to call my uncle.